Hi, I hope you're well. I'm not sure if the aircon's really loud, but it's really hot, so sorry. It's the 7th of Feb and I'm just on my way to work, and then I'm going to my weekly Landmark Forum follow-up session thingy that I go to every Wednesday night. This is number 6, so there's 4 left after tonight. So today I was working on the emails that I'm sending you guys about my course, and I really wanted to chat about it, and I chat about it in the email, but I thought that the vlog would be a really good chance to chat about it too, especially since I know so many of you guys, like, if you are similar to me and can relate to me, which, like, I don't know why you'd follow along with what I'm doing if you couldn't. And so many of you guys do tell me that you can relate to me and you're a really similar personality. So many of you have blogs or want to start a blog, and so I feel like this is, like, I want to share this stuff with you guys as well. So yeah, I was writing the email, or one of the emails in particular, about my online course, and my online course, Your Perfect Semester, if you don't know what I'm talking about. And I'd written the emails before, and I've spoken already about how I finished writing them, but before I send out each one, I've gone to edit them, and I've noticed, like, the last few, like the first few ones relating to procrastination, I edited them because they just felt off, and I was like, I need to make this not feel off. Changed it, and of course what I ended up changing is always that if something feels off, it's because I'm, like, not, like, I'm saying what I think I should say instead of what I actually want to say. So the email that I did today was the email, like, offering the first time I'm offering the course for you guys to enroll in, like, the one that goes out on the day that enrollment opens, which is going to be tomorrow, the 8th of Feb. And I just felt so off about the email, and there was nothing wrong with it, and by most conventional wisdom about sales emails, it was pretty good. But I've just been spending so much more time, like, I've been giving myself an extra 45 minutes to an hour every morning to do personal development stuff. So it's gone from being an hour, including meditation, which is about 15 minutes by the time I get set up and do it. So about an hour to being an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I go to the gym in the morning, and then I don't start doing that stuff till 8:30 because I wake up at 6, get to the gym at 6:30, do my workout for an hour, get dressed, have breakfast. So I have to leave for work at 3. So I don't feel like I have that much time. And previously, my answer to that is you have to be working every second. But in Self-Coaching Scholars, Brooke, or actually it wasn't even particularly her, she has a podcast episode where she was interviewing her coaches that have made 6 figures in their life coaching business. And one of them was saying, like, the one thing that she would really say is that if you want to make more money, and this isn't about making money, it's about the impact, like, money is just the measuring stick for things, that to, like, flip. So she was saying, like, normally maybe, and they're talking about self-coaching and, like, basically personal development stuff and managing your mind, all of that most people she sees do, like, 20% personal development and 80% doing the work. And she was like, I would say to do 20% the work and 80% self-coaching, personal development, mind management, or at least do 50-50. And that was something that was really interesting for me to think about, because my, like, productive, like, gotta be productive self is like, well, like, I have to spend maximum time doing stuff. But I decided I would give it a go, and Brooke does this as well. She only works 3 half days a week in a typical week, and she said, like, she has all of that other time. She has kids and but also that she does it that way to give herself space to think, and then when she gets to work, she just gets to work. So I have been adding in more time for personal development. So I've been doing my self-coaching scholars work, meditating, and then I have been writing down my affirmations that I spoke about in another video. I'll link it because I won't go through all of that again. And then I have been reading Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss with my highlighter, my tabs, all of that, and really reading it with like I don't know what it is about his last two books, but they just really get me thinking about lots of different things I hadn't thought about. And I've spoken about this in another video, but when I do it, I make sure I'm actually applying what I learn, or like really not just thinking about it in my mind, but journaling about it. And journaling about it, like if I think about it in my mind, I never really get to an answer, but when I journal about things, you actually are forced to articulate all your thoughts, and it's just a very different experience, even if you don't think it will be. So I was doing that, and I've been doing that for maybe like the last week, and well, not even that, less than a week. And I've just been like thinking about, and I've been talking to you guys about it in the vlog, like really questioning how I want to do things, all of that sort of thing. And then so when it came, long story short, long story long, when it came to writing this email today, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it just feels off. Like I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and not what I actually want to do, and that I'm doing it out of fear that if I do it my own way, it won't work. And like the emails you guys send me are so heartwarming, and that you always say like the reason that you like reading my emails is because I actually talk like a real person and talk to you like you're a real person, and actually ask you questions genuinely. And that's not like, I didn't follow anyone's advice to do that. No one gives the advice, like I made that way up myself, and that's the reason that you guys, or so you tell me, is the reason that you guys can really relate to what I share and like following along with what I'm doing. And then when it comes to telling you guys about the stuff that I've made that isn't free, I like, because I hadn't been managing my mind about it, I was just so scared to tell you, like to offer it to you in case you judge me, reject me, whatever. So I just was like, oh, I better do what everyone else does when they have an online course, and just replicated that. Even though it didn't feel great, I just really didn't, like when I was doing it for previous courses, just didn't trust my own wisdom. And I was also in a rush. I've spoken about this before, but I feel like when I quit my job, my full-time job, I was in a rush to prove to myself and to prove to other people that I had what it takes, that I could do it. And yeah, I just felt really impatient, and that was like, I was just really wanting validation. And now I just don't feel like I'm in a rush, and particularly from what I've read in Tribe of Mentors so far, which isn't like a book you read cover to cover, it's all these different profiles of people who are at the top of all different kinds of fields, answering, I think there's like 10 different questions. Really, really great book. And what are you doing? And now I have completely lost my train of thought, but that, oh yeah, so all of that, I'm back. So it cut out a while ago, and I have no idea what I was in the middle of saying when it cut out. So I'm just gonna wrap up what I was gonna say today, which is basically that when I was looking at those emails, I just decided that I'm not gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to do without questioning it, and out of fear that my own way won't work. So I completely rewrote, like I just basically deleted everything I'd written, and rewrote this email like how I would actually say it if I was talking to you. And I just feel so much better about it. And even if no one signs up for my course, like, I know that I've got my own back, that I'm doing it in a way that I want to do it, and I will keep trying until I can find a way that works, and that is the way that I want to do it, instead of like getting the result without actually feeling good about the process, because the process is all there ever is. Like, I'm always going to be in the process of it, and if that process I don't feel good about, like, what's the point? I may as well just be working at a normal job, like doing whatever. So that was my revelation today, and I just want to set the bar higher for myself. And I'm not saying that anyone who sends any emails like the way that you're meant to do it is wrong, or that then, like, I'm not trying to say anything about that. Just that for me, like, the reason that I hated writing those emails before and really struggled with them was because I was just not actually listening to my own wisdom about how to actually talk to you guys about things. And I know when I read my emails that I write, I'm like, oh, I'd really love to receive that email, or like, oh yeah, like, it's just an inbox filler. And I don't always catch them, but when I do, I'm glad that I'm just actually writing stuff that, like, I love when people that I'm following are like, look, this is the situation, not trying to trick, well, not that, I don't know how to, like, I'm not saying anything bad about people that use sales tactics and psychology and all of that kind of stuff. I don't think there's a problem with it, but the way that I was doing it and the way that I was interpreting how to do it, it just wasn't, like, I think the best way for me to do it. So I'm so glad that I have this vlog, and that so many of you have been, like, following me since before I even had a course, so you can see the evolution firsthand, because I feel like I'm a completely different person to when I first launched my online course Dream Habit in 2016. And I was just so, like, I was just right in the imposter syndrome mentality, which is basically just self-doubt. I didn't believe that what I was sharing, like, that it was anything special, or that it was worth what I was asking. And not because it wasn't good, like, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to actually see that it was really valuable. And I just had so much self-doubt, and I was so scared of it being a failure and all of that, that I just got, like, wrapped up in what you should do advice, and didn't then, like, critically think about it and think, like, well, is this what I want to do? How can I put my own spin on this? So yeah, it's been a journey. It still is it still will be. And I think the biggest thing is being willing to be inconsistent with my past self. Like, I think so many of us don't do new things because we're scared for people to be like, oh, like, but you always do whatever, or that's not like you to do blah blah. Like, I'm just willing to be inconsistent with myself, and I'm willing to change. And yeah, so that's all I'm going to share, because yeah, that's basically all I want to say. But thank you for watching and being on this journey with me. Whoops. And oh, sorry, not a good road to do this. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.